Hello and welcome. This is from the CBN. We bring to you weekly reports and expert analysis of the actions, policies and economic initiatives of the Central Bank of Nigeria. I am Uliye Misidada. Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, has formally launched the 100 for 100 Policy on Production and Productivity (PPP) at the bank's headquarters, Abuja, with the presentation of commemorative checks worth over 23 billion naira to 28 beneficiaries through 7 participating financial institutions (PFIs). Also, Mr. Emefiele on Tuesday inaugurated a 15 billion naira ultra-modern rice milling factory in Kano State. We'll bring you details of this event and more in today's package. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. On Monday, January 31st, at the formal launch of the CBN initiative, the 100 for 100 PPP, CBN Governor Mr. Godwin Emefiele said the 100 for 100 PPP was designed by the bank to stimulate investment in Nigeria's priority sectors with the core objective of boosting production and productivity. During the presentation of checks to the beneficiaries made up of 14 companies in the manufacturing sector, 12 companies in the agricultural sector, and 2 in the healthcare sector, Mr. Emefiele added that the scheme underscores the critical roles in building new blocks for economic growth, improving production expansion, reducing reliance on imports, and fostering growth of non-oil exports.
With the significant opportunities in the road sector, there remains sufficient room for additional investments in various subsectors, and we would like to urge potential investors to take advantage of the various CBN intervention programs and schemes, as well as other financing options out there to invest in key sectors of our economy, given the potential gains that could be generated from them. Let me assure all current and prospective operators in the industrial sector that the Central Bank of Nigeria stands ready to continue to provide the needed support, financial and otherwise, to fast-track the development of our industrial sector. For those seeking to invest in new greenfield or existing brownfield projects, the CBN will continue to provide all the needed support, both in naira and dollars, specifically for the importation of plants and equipment to actualize these investments. It is pertinent to point out that the foreign exchange support will be solely for the importation of spares, plants and equipment needed to increase production capacities of these companies. Let me emphasize that our mission through this initiative is to ensure that priority is accorded to companies who display verifiable progress in our import substitution and job creation drive. Consequently, we will soon unveil a new foreign exchange bidding regime that is market-driven and supports companies that accord utmost priority for our local production and job creation initiative in Nigeria.
The CBN governor explained how only 79 out of an initial 243 applications valued at 321 billion naira and spread across key sectors of the economy made it through the first stage, from which 28 companies were finally selected.
The requests were carefully screened and scrutinized against a set-out selection criteria, which is categorized into production, efficiency and scalability, local content capacity, job creation and human capital development, operating sector relevance, and potential contribution to economic growth in Nigeria. When fully operational, these projects are expected to create over 20,000 direct and indirect jobs across multiple sectors of our economy, as well as generate close to $125.8 million in foreign exchange earnings. It is important to note that 5 of the selected projects are greenfield projects seeking to exploit the huge opportunities in key sectors of our economy. Let me say that you could see I use the word unfortunately, only about 28 companies came through CBN's process. We'll go back and review the list of those who may have issues that we would like to deal with and see how more and more companies qualify for these. Because this is a noble idea that is meant to stimulate manufacturing output in Nigeria, create jobs for our people, reduce over-reliance on imports, and effectively grow our economy.
Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, lauded the CBN governor for the various initiatives of the bank which align with the federal government's goal of creating jobs and lifting people out of poverty.
My ministry, in particular, we are very impressed with the role of the Central Bank of Nigeria. We are happy with the multiple programs, intervention programs that have been instituted by the Economic Development Department here. And if you go and look at them, agriculture is number one. The Anchor Borrowers Program, the 1 trillion scheme for real sector. And like I said also, agriculture is the place where the productivity is maximized. You see it, they're producing the food, the farmers are tilling the land, the people are grading, the people are threshing, the people are bagging, whether it's rice, whether it's corn, whether it's wheat. Creates a chain of job creation. From the man who is tilling the land to the man who is sowing it, the man who is harvesting it, the man who is packing, the man who is manufacturing bags, jute bags, the man who is doing transportation, and the man who is even selling it at the market. Line of jobs have been done and created. So most of the programs that are done here have our stamp, our imprimatur. We like it. Even the manufacturing aspect of it. You can also see that all those that will make for jobs not to be exported are encouraged by the central bank. Okay. And we don't want to export our jobs. We want to create the jobs in here, okay. Do the manufacturing and reduce the raw materials that are imported here. So we are behind the program, the 100 for 100, and we will encourage it, especially with our productivity center. Our productivity center will get involved now and help the CBN in measuring the productivity for more production.
998,045,055 naira. Land branches.
Before I conclude my remarks, permit me to seize this opportunity to announce that the next cycle for submission of applications for the 100 policy for production and productivity starts immediately after this event today, effectively February 1, 2022, and will be ending April 30th, 2022. I want to appeal to all prospective investors to take advantage of the huge opportunities provided for investment in the real sector under the PPP and approach their banks to submit their applications for participation under the initiative. We will also make the portal available in case you have any complaints complaints about the way your applications have been treated. You are not satisfied with the way your applications have been treated. We would also like to receive your views through our portal, because our intention is to ensure that we address all the complaints, all genuine complaints, because we want to make sure that this program succeeds, knowing fully well that it is for the betterment, not just of our economy, but also for the employment because of the employment generating capacity that we intend to unleash on our country for the future.
Productivity, as you all know, is one of the greatest forms
We have a multidisciplinary team that is responsible for the evaluation of these proposals, and if you remember, late last year we published the criteria. Just to clarify, essentially what we're saying is that we'll do a maximum of 100 companies in under 100 days. So whilst we have over 300 and the numbers keep growing, we'll continue to evaluate them. The intent is to ensure that indeed these companies that get these monies really want to use them to improve productivity, and I'm sure, as you heard from the beneficiaries, two of them that you've spoken amongst the so many that we've approved, they're going to be doing things that will really impact on output, really transform productivity. You heard about the one for cattle and also the one for starch. So all hope is not lost. It's around documentation, is around the number of jobs that you seek to create. It's also around what indeed, is it quickly you can improve that productivity, or is it a long-term gestation period? We want to see companies that indeed quickly can utilize these funds to improve productivity.
North, South, East or West, male or female, old school or millennial, rural or urban, the Naira is the same, and so is the e-Naira. The e-Naira is a legal tender issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria. So, let's embrace it. The e-Naira will foster financial inclusion, improve access to credit, facilitate cross-border remittances, and it's easier to transfer. E-Naira, same Naira, more possibilities. This message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN.
Thanks for staying tuned, and if you're just joining us, this is from the CBN. We bring to you weekly reports and expert analysis of the actions, policies, and economic initiatives of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. At the inauguration of the Gerawa Rice Mill in Kano on Tuesday, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, urged rice millers in the country to key into the bank's backward integration program for paddy production so as to conserve foreign exchange, revamp local production capacity, and create employment. Emefiele encouraged rice mills in the country to get involved in paddy production to complement supply from smallholder farmers and guarantee sustainable supply of rice paddy to their mills.
Food security remains a cardinal deliverable for every developing economy, as it serves the fulcrum of many other economic development indices. The administration of President Muhammadu Buhari has been steadfast on the path of economic diversification, and it is heartwarming to note that the puzzles are beginning to align. We are still not yet there in terms of expectations and potential, but we have made giant strides from where we used to be in terms of rice cultivation and milling in Nigeria. Prior to the launch of the Anchor Rice program by the president in 2015, the country had less than 10 functional integrated mills with a combined capacity of less than 350,000 metric tons. This has grown astronomically to over 60 integrated mills with a combined capacity of over 3 million metric tons as of today, with about 10 more mills scheduled to be commissioned this year. The growing number of integrated rice mills have been complemented by hundreds of small-scale mills located everywhere in the state of the Federation. The enormous private sector investments that has been unlocked in the establishment of these rice mills are testament of the conducive environment we have been able to create in the rice value chain through our initiatives and stakeholders' collaboration efforts. The private sector-led Accelerated Agricultural Development Scheme provides long-term financing option to millers to finance commercial farms, land development, irrigation facilities, and other agricultural infrastructure that will enhance their production plans. In addition, The Anchor program will continue to support funding requests for primary production as we continue to facilitate increased productivity per hectare in our land.
The CBN governor appealed to Nigerians to buy locally produced rice, adding that the resuscitated Nigeria Commodity Exchange will facilitate grading, sorting, quality assurance, and storage infrastructure for key agricultural commodities and enhance price discovery for smallholder farmers.
As of today, the quality of our milled rice can match most foreign brands, and as Nigerians, we need to become more patriotic and embrace Mr. President's mantra of producing what you eat and eat what you produce. The proliferation of our markets by substandard imported rice varieties have been curtailed as we now have more Nigerian rice milled in the markets. These achievements have been made possible through dynamic interactions among stakeholders, especially the Nigerian customs, whose leadership have remained steadfast in supporting our endeavor.
Host Governor Abdullahi Ganduje stated that Kano State has both man-made and natural dams and rivers, as well as land suitable for agriculture.
Kano is surrounded by rivers and tributaries that give us advantage in irrigation farming. The people are into high production of tomato and rice, attracting industrialists and more particularly traders that export agricultural products to other parts of the world. Distinguished guests and ladies, I am fully aware of the immense contribution being made by Alhaji Isa Garawa and his colleagues in industrial sector and the overall economic development of the state and the country in general. Today marks another step forward in the industrial goals of Kano State. This giant project will no doubt provide employment opportunities, skills acquisition and revenue to the people and government respectively. May I confidently say that majority of the rice mills, both small and mega industries, are situated within the boundaries of Kano State, and this is a very encouraging development.
The farmers of Kano and Jigawa are happy people today because they have large mills, including this one, that buys their paddy immediately. Because I remember when I was passing some months back, just towards the harvest, I saw about 200 trailers parked here. I said, what is happening here? They say it's everyday business, 200 trailers of loading paddy in this mill. I say, I am happy for our farmers. We need committed people in this country, people who understand the economics of doing things, people who will lead us to the next level. Slowly, but steadily, we are diversifying our economy. We are progressing steadily towards zero oil economy in this country. Thanks to the central bank.
President Muhammadu Buhari believes in Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari believes that we can create a Nigeria that works for all. We can create a Nigeria that works for the industrialists, those who have money, because he's not competing with anybody. He wants our rich people to be richer. He wants those in the lower strata of the income, those in the lower strata of our income pyramid, farmers, fishing communities, those in the livestock sector to become richer. He wants our young men and women to embrace what God has blessed us with, so that they can find employment, they can generate income, they can bring ideas to transform our society. In so doing, they will be wealthy. And all this has found space in the rice revolution, wheat revolution, soybean revolution, groundnut revolution, livestock revolution, fishing revolution, and so on and so forth. And Mr. President did not stop there. He created the National Food Security Council, where occasionally he will sit and monitor and hear and interrogate in order to ensure that that dream is being delivered. He didn't only stop there. He made it clear to all governors, all ministers, all senior government officials that to support his vision is the #1 test for loyalty to make Nigerians richer. He didn't only stop there. He instructed the amazing Central Bank Governor of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, somebody who appreciated the vision of Mr. President, who believed in the vision of Mr. President, because sometimes you can be directed, instructed, if you don't believe, it's very hard. But Godwin Emefiele, may God bless him, was a central banker like no other in Nigeria's history. We are not being political, or we are not trying to be politically correct. There used to be a time, as is customary, central bankers only interact with other bankers, or those who are into billion-dollar businesses. But I have been in so many farmlands in different states of Nigeria with Governor Godwin Emefiele, because he appreciated that for us to continue to deliver wealth and prosperity, the millions of hardworking Nigerians, farmers, those in the livestock sector, those in the fisheries sector, must continue to be incorporated.
Nigeria is a rich nation of green land, rich resources, countless crops and commodities sufficient to feed and provide a means of livelihood for her teeming population. Chin up, Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Exciting times are here. We can be self-reliant and grow our economy if we work together to explore our potential. It takes a whole nation. Let us get involved. Buy Nigerian to grow Nigeria.
That's all from the CBN this week. You can report unresolved banking issues to the CBN Consumer Protection Department through the email address cpd@cbn.gov.ng with relevant documents. Call the CBN Contact Center using the phone line +234 700 2255 226. Local call rates may apply. Send your comments and contributions to the email address fromthecbn@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for updates and uploaded episodes of the program. We invite you to join us again next time. I am William Misidada. Stay safe and bye for now.